The old Avalon Theater had seen its final standing ovation. For 50 years, it echoed with laughter and song. Now it was a hollow shell awaiting the auctioneer's gavel, its velvet seats home to dust and ghosts. Only the caretaker, Leo, remained. He polished the brass railings one last time, a ritual of mourning. Tonight was different. He found a single fresh playbill on the stage. The final act, it read, with a showtime for midnight. No cast list, no producer. At 11:58 p.m., the lobby doors creaked open. A woman entered, her face pale in the dim light. She was followed by a man with a nervous gaze, then another and another. 12 people in total, strangers to Leo, each carrying the same midnight playbill. They walked silently down the aisle and took seats in the front row, facing the empty stage. The house lights dimmed on their own. A single spotlight clicked on, illuminating the center of the stage. Leo stood in the wings, heart hammering. A man in a dark suit walked into the light. He had the easy authority of a director. "Thank you for attending," the man said, his voice resonating in the hollow space. "You are here because 1 year ago tonight, a man named Arthur Vale died in a hit-and-run on Elm Street. The driver never stopped. The police called it unsolvable." A tense silence gripped the audience. Leo recognized the name. He'd read about it. A quiet tragedy. "But we," the director continued, "we know the truth. Because one of you was driving the car that night." A collective gasp ripped through the small audience. Leo saw heads turn, eyes darting in suspicion and fear. "The script tonight is simple," the director said. "We have reconstructed the accident from security footage, witness statements, and vehicle data. When the lights go up, a reenactment will play on this stage, and the guilty party's seat will be marked." Panic erupted. A woman stood to leave. The exit doors were locked. A man shouted for the police. His phone had no signal. They were trapped in a theater of accusation. The director raised a hand. "The performance will begin. Watch closely." The stage went black. When the lights returned, a detailed replica of Elm Street was projected onto the back wall. A soundscape filled the air. Light, rain, distant traffic. Leo watched, mesmerized and horrified, as headlights cut through the digital fog. A figure Arthur Vale stepped off the curb. Tires screeched. A sickening thud echoed. The headlights didn't stop. They faded into the digital distance. As the sound of the fleeing car died, the stage lights came up fully. The director was gone. But in the front row, one seat was different. On its back, a single stark red light now glowed. It illuminated the ashen face of a man in his 40s, who stared straight ahead, paralyzed. The others shrank away from him, their shock turning to revulsion. Leo finally moved. He stepped out from the wings, not toward the man, but to the stage. He picked up the lone playbill left in the spotlight. On the back, in small print, it read, "Evidence files and full confession have been emailed to the district attorney. The curtain has fallen. Justice has no encore." The red light on the seat clicked off. The lobby doors unlocked with a heavy thud. The audience fled into the night, leaving only the guilty man sitting alone in the dark. Leo didn't approach him. He just watched from the stage. The Avalon's final performance wasn't for applause. It was for a verdict. And as the first sirens wailed in the distance, Leo knew the old theater had delivered its most powerful role yet, a courtroom.